Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Anggara Jatuh Kusumawati. In this video, we will discuss about inferential reading, making connections.
Making connections. Comprehension is making meaning of text. Text, for the purpose of this document, include printed, visual, auditory, digital, and multimedia text. Students find it difficult to comprehend or make meaning when they lack a set of comprehension strategies, background knowledge of the content, including specific vocabulary, knowledge of the set structures and features of the text, a purpose for engaging with the text. Then, making connections actually a strategy that can assist in making meaning from a text. Students can make connections between text and self, text and text, text and words. These three things will help the students to comprehend more about the text that they read. First, text to self. Connecting personal experience to text. So you can try to connect your experience to the text that you read. And then you can have some questions that you have to answer. Something like, what does this remind you in your life? What is this similar to your life? How is this different from your life? Has something like this ever happened to you? How does this relate to your life? What were your feelings when you read this? Have you changed your thinking as a result of reading this? What have you learned? Are there similarities and differences in your life, your family, your friends, holidays you have been on, things you have seen, feelings you have had experiences, a place you have been? Then the second one is text to text. You can try to connect big ideas and themes across text. What does this remind you of in another book that you have read? How is this similar to other things you have read? How is this different from other books that you have read? Have you read about something like this before? Are there similarities and differences in genre, text structure, author, topic, theme, message, plot, character, fact, opinion, information, and vocabulary? Number 3, text to world. You can try to connect the real world happenings to text. What does this remind you of in the real world? How is this text similar to things that happen in the real world? How is this different from things that happen in the real world? How did that part relate to the world around you? Are there similarities and differences in something you have seen on TV, radio, news, newspaper story, historical events, current events, something that you have studied before, real-world happenings, local and global, conversations? Well, this is the example how to make connections. And then you can prepare a table of information, something like this, with the details of the name, book or text, and the author. And the comparison or the connections you have to make also into a detail, the book or the text that you read, and the connection to your life. It is divided into 3 boxes. What does this remind you of in your life? What is this similar to your life? And then how is this different from your life? Then you can fill out the table based on the information that you find from the text and the information from your life. Something like this. And then you can pause the video to see the information in detail. The discussion from the book that you read, and then the information from your life. Okay, we go on to the next. Text-to-text connection. Again, you can have a table of informations, the book that you read or text that you read, and then the information from another book. It is also divided into 3 boxes. Here are the example. Then you can pause the video to see more or to see the information in detail. The next one is text-to-world connections. The table is similar, the book that you read or the text that you read, and then the world happenings. It is divided also into 3 parts. You can pause the video if you want to see the details of the information, the connection between the book and the text that you read, and also the world happenings. Okay, so that's all about making connections. I do hope that it will be useful for you to understand more about the text that you read. I'll see you again in the other video.